What is up, guys? Welcome back to Awesome Kids TV. Welcome back to Billcraft, and yes, we are making a new world. Creeville is getting terribly corrupted, so we're saying goodbye. Goodbye. Advanced, flat. We're gonna call this one. I know. No, I can't spell imagination properly. I know. I know the perfect name for this world. Buildtopia. I know we already used the Topia name before, but who cares? And this will be the seed. Builds 101. That'll be the seed. There you go. This is our brand new world. All right. It is now time to create some interesting builds. Alrighty here. Let us get started. Sorry, I'm talking a lot less. I was watching LPS again to the very end, and we are nearly at the end of LPS. Anyway, in this video, we are going to be making, you guessed it, a tropical jungle island. And for that, we are going to be using jungle trees and oak trees naturally, along with vines. Let's see here. Water. And then, okay, where are the lily pads? Where the frick are the lily pads? There you are, lily pads. And then some jungle leaves. Alright, we got all of our materials. We are now ready to build this thing. We will start with the body of water that surrounds the island. You guys know whenever I think of a tropical island, like a tropical jungle island, I think of like a body of water and tropical trees and everything. That's what I usually think when I think of a tropical island. There we go. We'll just light one more piece of TNT here. And boom! Done, son. Alright, let's go and get let's go and get the puzzle. There you go. Now we will start planting the puzzle. We are now planting the puzzle all around here. And speaking of that, if you guys hate a crappy birthday, then oh boy, is Alex Clark's channel the right channel to get that kind of story for you. He has a ton of He has a couple of videos on subjects like this. For some of you new fans out there who are newborn, babies who are newborns, basically, Alex Clark teaches you all of, Alex Clark is a animated storytelling channel that tells you stories like all those other storytime channels. Storytime channels are basically channels about storytime. That's what they are. There is L Cartoons. Yeah, L Cartoons is one I watch. Jane Animations is one I watch. Anyway, enough about Alex Clark. Let's talk about the other YouTubers I have seen over the years. When Jaden was a lot younger, she really wanted to have a pet in her mom and dad's house. But they couldn't get her one. And so they had to sift through years of pain and suffering and torture until they finally got her an actual animal, an actual pet to live in the house with them. And this repeats on and on until the one Christmas where she got a freaking computer mouse. Yes, an actual computer mouse. I am not actually kidding. She got an actual computer mouse because she got her hopes of getting a real one up too high. Yeah, she got her hopes up way too high. There's a lesson from Jane Animations you can learn. Don't ever get your hopes up. And also, don't get your hopes up way too high. If you get your hopes up way too high, or something like that, you will suffer a dreadful amount of consequences that are dreadful enough as it is. Anyway, speaking of that, at the time, her mom, Jaden's mother, really hated rodents because their tails are freaking weird and whatever. And she couldn't legit take how weird their tails are. And eventually, Jaden got a parrot from getting a dog, a rat, and fish that started to die. That they gave away to friends of theirs, a couple friends of theirs. Yeah, they gave away dying fish to a couple friends of theirs. Yeah, fish don't really last that long. The normal type of fish that we are used to don't really die. Don't really survive for long. They die. They don't even live. They just die. And of course, Jane and her family got goldfish that wouldn't die. That was a miracle for Jaden. And speaking of that, Young Yang Tales had an animal story that was similar to the story I just told you guys about. When he was younger, he discovered that he was allergic to fur and feathers. I'm not really allergic to fur or feathers, so I'm good. So you're probably thinking, oh, good for you, we suppose. Anyway, if you thought that was crazy, then you're probably not ready or prepared to listen to the story, Alex Clark's story of the worst birthdays you could possibly have. You're probably not ready for that. And my voice cracks very often, if you want to know. Every time I make a video, I legit voice crack my own voice and kind of embarrass myself. Yeah, I truly get embarrassed for a couple good reasons, and one of them is because it's embarrassing, and two, getting embarrassed, going through something embarrassing can be quite a problem for, most people. Anyway, When Alex Clark was a lot younger, he had gone through the crappiest birthdays ever. And that was because he was such a demon, and every single kid that came left within like 30 minutes. Yeah. You probably didn't expect that. Speaking of that, though, there was that one birthday party Alex Clark remembered having, where you play this game where you basically have a balloon attached to your foot, and you have to run around and try and pop everyone's balloon, and have your balloon be the last balloon that was legit left. And let's just say Alex Clark took that gaming concept of birthday games a little too seriously. Yeah, he took it too seriously. Way too serious. He took it way too seriously. He was way too serious about the game, and he wanted to not have anyone pop his balloon. And every time somebody came close to his balloon, he exploded, and it was all like, "It is my balloon. It is my birthday. Don't you dare touch my balloon." And after that birthday, Alex Clark's mother decided that he could no longer have friends over for his birthday, which totally crushed him. Hold on, I gotta get to my night vision. I'll get to the... Oh, sorry, nearly threw up. I'll get to the jungle leaves in a moment, but for right now, anyway, one of Alex Clark's least favorite part about birthdays is not getting a really good gift. And luckily at the time and of course at the time of the video recording of his worst birthdays ever, he was on a mission to fix that for someone that didn't get a good gift that following year. If you had a crappy birthday and want to make a video about it, Awesome Kids TV is holding a competition, a contest to see who could come up with the best AI generated character, and whoever comes up with the best one is the winner, but whoever doesn't is the overall loser. And that is the end of the contest. Holy moly. This whole entire body of water, took so long to fill right in. It took so long to fill right in. That was a reference to the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic song, Fit Right In, by the way. Hold on, there's an Enderman in our world. I'll take care of it. Take this, Enderman. There you go. Now that we defeated that Enderman, we can now start planting the trees. There you go. We got a couple giant ones. Got a couple single ones. There's another giant. Another single. Now we just grab our trusty bone meal. There's our trusty bone meal. Now we grow the trees up. And... bam! The trees have grown. Now we got the trees on the island here. We gotta get the trees on the outside. That's where the oak ones come in. This is where the oak ones come in. There you go. This is also where the jungle trees come in. There you go. Half oak, half jungle. We are doing pretty fantastic. There we go. You guys already know the story of Alex Clark's worst birthdays at this point. Anyway, we got all the trees on the outside taken care of, and the inside. We now need to add, like, some sort of hut over here. But first, we gotta add the water sources lily pads, the jungle lake lily pads. You can't have a source of water with lily pads without the lily pads. That would just look boring. We gotta put in a couple dozen lily pads everywhere. There you go. That's going to be all the lily pads I can place in the pond, the lake, jungle, or whatever I'm calling it. Now we get to the jungle leaves. We now get to move on to the jungle leaves. I landed into the pond. We'll make it look like they are like giant mutant jungle creatures, like jungle plants growing all around the pond, like all around the lake. Is it a lake or is it a pond? It's a pond. I'll call it a pond. No, it's a lake. We'll pretend the leaves are giant overgrown mutant plant beings that grow around the lake that have been doing it for years, like 80 or 100 years, 80 something or 100 something years. This'll look fabulous once we have like completed it. Once we have completed the leaves part of this whole entire build, we will add that little hut I was talking about and add like somebody that has been living in it for like 10 years. Yeah, once every year, these plants will choose the chosen one on a certain holiday. That only happens once a year. I'm just putting it out there, so I'm letting you know. Anyway, we got a ton of plants to grow everywhere. I probably should start rewatching the Pound Puppies series. The Pound Puppies modern day TV series. The modern adaptation was based on the original 1980s adaptation, if you want to know. That's what that show is based on, if you want to know. If you hate the 80s incarnation of the Pound Puppies, then you'll love the modern version of it. Anyway, we are almost done putting down every single leaf on this build. It does look like vines have grown into the water. It does kind of look like the leaves have like grown into the ground there. Speaking of that, I forgot a tree there. There you go. As I was saying, speaking of that, there is one episode of the Pound Puppies TV show that weirded me out the most. And that episode was Good Dog McLeish. Yeah, that was the weirdest episode for me. I watched it while I was using the bathroom for poop. Yeah, I did do that while watching that episode. Basically, it was all about Leonard McLeish, Mr. Leonard, basically getting hypnotized by Strudel and Niblet. And the experiment has gone wrong, and he thinks he's a dog or something. And it was just super duper weird. It was so weird. It weirded me out to the very end. And I was all like, why did I even bother to like watch that weird crap? That wasn't even crap at all. That was just weird. There we go. We got a pretty good coverage of leaves in the whole jungle. Oh, on the whole island. Oh, wait. There we go. I forgot a couple spots there. I totally forgot a couple spots there. There you go. We got all the spots we needed to get covered in leaves. We can now move on to that beautiful hut I've been talking about throughout the video. We're going to build it right here. This is where the hut is going to be. We will grab our jungle wood. There you go. Jungle wood, jungle log, and then jungle wood planks, jungle wood stairs, slabs, and then fence, and yeah, we'll add a couple vines to the to a couple of the trees. We'll add vines to a couple of the trees. Some of the trees don't even need vines, but we're adding them anyway. There you go, that's good. We can now get to building the jungle hut. We will add a little fence gate entrance about right here. We'll make it big enough so that everyone can like enter it. There we go. We got a nice little entrance with the gate. Now we need to build the hut itself. We'll start by making the floor out of jungle wood, jungle logs. That is way off. I made it too big. There we go. Now we build up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks on every single edge. This is where the door is gonna be, so we will grab a jungle wood door, jungle door. Now we cover it all up. Now we'll add a stair system. There we go. Some jungle fence and jungle slabs. Jungle wood slabs. There you go. That looks pretty nice. Now we add the roof. Yeah, that's right, the roof. The roof is made, of course, out of jungle wood. You guys would widely know that by now. The entrance is on the entry gate is on the left, and the door is on the right, but I don't care. It's a little squeezed in here, but don't worry about that. You probably would not want to worry about all of that. There we go. Now we get to add more of the plants with the bone meal and the plants you can plant in the inventory. That is my favorite part about this type of build. And the plants. To make it more like a jungle. It's like we're in an actual jungle. Out here in the middle of the jungle. Appreciating the jungle vibe and view and everything. There we go. Now I'll get some of my favorite plants. Red, orange, white, and pink tulips. A couple of red tulips, orange tulips, white, and pink. We'll add some over here. There we go. Now we will get out some rose bushes. Where the heck are the rose bushes? Ah, there you go. Rose bush. We'll add a couple rose bushes. There we go. We'll add some rose bushes to the outside of the island here. This'll look fabulous once it's all done. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now we will add a couple pinonis. There we go, very nice. Now blue orchids and lilacs. They all make the same noise as grass. I just found that out. There you go. That is our tropical jungle island. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, and do not forget to stay tuned for more awesome pieces of content. Later!